I'm here in front of Gershon Jewelers on Park Avenue, right by Long Beach Boulevard. Why am I here? Because of this week's Parsha. The Torah tells us that in the Ark of Noach, there was what's called a Tzohar. A Tzohar was some kind of creator of light, and it was either a gem or a window. And right here in the showcase of Gershon Jewelers, very nice gentleman, by the way, I recommend the store, we see a window and we see jewelry in the showcase. The rabbis were not sure exactly what it was, but they said the purpose of it was to give light in the ark. It must have been very dark. The days and nights got blurred. The nature got blurred. They were living at difficult times and they needed some sort of light. So the Tzohar was either a light or a gem. The Lomza Rav, Rabbi Moshe Shatzkis, who was a Rosh Yeshiva at Yeshiva University decades ago, he had a very interesting take. And he said the purpose of the Tzohar, the purpose was to have a window so the people on the ark, Noach, his sons and their wives, 8 people, could see what was happening outside to the world and have compassion. The whole goal of the trip of Noach and his family and the ark was to build compassion. They had to feed the animals, and each animal eats in its own way, at its own time. The Medrash tells us that he was almost bitten by the lion because the lion didn't get fed on time, and Noach spent all his time feeding the animals. And the purpose of the Tzohar, of the light, was so they could look out and have compassion and have rachmanas on others. I have a little question about this one. I've never really challenged one of my own videos here, but we know that the wife of Lot was not supposed to look back because what made her worthy of being saved as opposed to them. I think the difference here is that Noach was worthy, Ish Tamim, Tzaddik Tamim B'Dorosav, presumably his family was too, and by looking out, they would actually build compassion and realize that their calling when they came out of the ark, post-flood, would be a different one, and it traumatized them a little bit to help them realize how the world needs to be built, which is on chesed. We too, at this time, need to think about all those that are having a difficult time, to think of others, Imo Anochi B'Tzara, thinking of others, as Tehillim says, during this difficult war. We can't do it too much because it might hurt us mentally, emotionally, but we have to feel the pain of others. And the Lomza Rav said that it was a window, not a gem, and they were looking out. It wasn't for the air and the light to come in. Have a beautiful and peaceful Shabbos.